Before we start the puzzle, why will the world never ever end? It would be a good idea to go back over and review some of the formulas to do with circles. The first important formula to do with a circle is how to calculate the perimeter of a circle, or as we call the perimeter of a circle, the circumference of a circle. The circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. The area of a circle is the second important formula, and that is equal to pi times r squared. And we're actually going to be using that for this first puzzle. R is radius, and a radius is a line that goes from the very center point of a circle out to the edge of a circle. The diameter of a circle goes from the outer point of the circle through the center of the circle to the other outer point of the circle on the opposite side. A diameter is actually two lengths of the radius added together, or we can also express that as 2 times the radius. So that's the diameter. And of course, the radius would be half of a diameter. So half of the diameter would be only going to the midpoint of the circle. So that is a radius. So a radius is equal to half the diameter. Okay, so now we've had a quick review of what a radius is and a diameter. Let's take another look at these two formulas. First of all, the circumference is also, and I would write this down on your math toolkit, it can also be expressed, so I'm going to put a big or here. Circumference is also equal to pi times 2r, because 2r is equal to the diameter. So we can just substitute diameter with 2r. This form of the circumference is used quite a bit, so it's worth memorizing. One thing about it is, if you compare it to the other important formula for a circle, it can sometimes get confusing because the formula for the circumference and the area both have pi in it, they both have an r in it, and they both have a number 2 in them. Sometimes you can get the two confused. The way I keep it straight is I remember that area always requires 2 dimensions. So we're not talking about a straight line with area. We're talking about an expanse, a plane. So r squared makes sense because it's got 2 dimensions. So that's how I remember that it's pi r squared for area, and for circumference, which is just the distance around a circle, it's pi times 2r.